Oh, I saw this thumbnail and I was like, dude, that looks creepy. Look at that stinger right there. Stung by a cicada killer. Brave Wilderness. Alright, okay. Is it funny? Is it scientific? I hope it's educational. I enjoy educational stuff.
I know you're shaking your heads right now saying, Coyote, wait a minute. Are you coming out of Sting retirement?
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be stung by the cicada killer.
Why?
Oh my goodness, that stinger is long. Here we go.
Why? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? Come on. Did he do that on purpose? That's just crazy.
During the winter of 2020, the national media erupted with a deafening buzz that venomously stung an unwarranted fear into homes across America. That buzz came from none other than the giant hornet. Hailing as one of the most painfully toxic stings in the world, these nightmarish insects have a nasty reputation, and they were defined as murder hornets by the press.
Come
For
on.
anyone that is late to the party, yes, I have already been stung. And yes, it hurts. A lot.
Absolute searing pain!
As for the invasion, no, we aren't going to be overrun, stung, and killed by giant hornets.
Well, if there's a lot of them together.
The invasion has already happened. That's where I come in.
Oh, Texas.
It's time to set the record straight. And more importantly,
That's my state.
it's time to take a misidentified scapegoat off of the suspect list.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get down to business. You showed up to see a full-grown man experience some pain. But first, you gotta learn a little something about this incredible insect. As my mom always used to say, you can't have your dessert until you finish your vegetables.
That's a big one.
Well, if that's not a terrifying little insect, I don't know what is.
Dude, that's
Ladies
pretty
and
big.
gentlemen, let me introduce you to
Dude.
the cicada killer, one of the largest wasp species in the United States. This is only second to the tarantula hawk. Now, this wasp is not technically a spider wasp like the tarantula hawk. This is in fact a sand wasp. Now, similar to the tarantula hawk, they have a very unique biological cycle. This one that you're looking at right here is a female. It is the females that get larger than the males, and the females that are armed with a venomous stinger. And what the females will do is search around in the treetops for cicadas. They will hone in on their target, move in, and use that elongated abdomen to swoop up underneath their prey and then sting it. They paralyze the cicada, similar in the way that a tarantula hawk paralyzes a spider. Eventually, the male cicada killers fertilize the egg that she lays on top of the paralyzed cicada.
The spider one scares me more.
That cicada in its large mandibles and its grappling hook-like legs back to its underground burrow. These burrows can be up to 20 inches in length, and they have multiple tunnels. At the end of each one of these tunnels, the female will place the paralyzed cicada. Once that egg hatches, it turns into a pupa and begins to feast upon that paralyzed insect until it grows large enough to build a cocoon, and then once it hatches out of that cocoon the next season, another cicada killer comes up from under the ground.
Wow.
If that's not a true horror story, I don't know what is. Now, this is a very large wasp, and the easiest way to identify it are those large amber-colored wings. When this creature is at rest, like it is right now, the wings have a very triangular shape to them, very different looking from a hornet or a spider wasp. You'll see there, when she folds her wings back, it looks a little more concave, similar to a giant hornet.
I wouldn't be looking that close, to be honest with you.
As that foreign invader.
I would run away.
Look at the front of the insect. It has enormous eyes. These wasps have incredible eyesight. They're primarily diurnal, and you'll see them very active on overcast, cloudy days. Again, they're using their senses to find the cicadas up in the tree, target in on their prey, and then they will make a move. Now, that thorax is rather sizable, very robust, but it's the abdomen that is the most unique. That black and yellow coloration tells you that this creature is venomous. Aposomatic means leave me alone. I am not something you want to be stung
Yeah.
by. Now, when it comes
Oh.
to the demeanor of this wasp, to be honest, they're rather docile, and very seldomly will they ever interact with humans. In fact, the only time that you stand the chance of being stung by this insect is if you were to step on top of its burrow and it were to come up from underneath you and try to escape. It would maybe sting your bare foot if you were blocking its escape way. Other than that, this is not a bug that is ever going to go out of its way to try to interact with humans.
That's cool.
During the summertime, you will oftentimes see clusters of the males battling it out up in the air. But other than that, these are considered solitary sand wasps. And no matter how you break it down, guys, to be honest, this is one very intimidating insect.
So
which
they
makes it
don't-
very clear as to why people are afraid of this wasp. Wow, seeing it buzz around inside that capsule brings a number of flashbacks. The warrior wasp, the tarantula hawk, the executioner wasp, and
What?
certainly the Japanese giant hornet.
What?
There is a very good reason as to why I'm going to be
I love the
stung
name.
by this wasp today. No, I am not technically coming back out of sting retirement. This is going to be a one and only, because right now, this insect has a very negative reputation. By people misidentifying it for the giant hornet, they're panicking and they're aiming to kill this species.
Yeah.
But it is not something that we need to be afraid of.
People get-
So, by getting this up close for the cameras and by taking a sting, I can show you guys that that sting is not really that potent. Remember, it only ranks as a 2 on the insect sting pain index. Now that stinger is of course a modified ovipositor, which is used for depositing eggs. And while it is laced with venom, the venom of this species is not necessarily that potent. However, I do not know how my body is going to react to the sting. So we certainly have
Epi.
an epinephrine pen on set just in case my body has an allergic reaction. But if you guys are ready, I think it is time to transfer the cicada killer from the capsule into the net. Let's get it in the forceps.
That is so
Get me
big.
stung. This is the most delicate part, so I've got to really stay focused and make sure to get a clean, secure hold. Just
Dude.
like that, we
Dude.
almost lost it.
Yeah.
Man, that is a very, very, very powerful wasp.
You
Whoa,
almost
buddy.
lost that one.
Okay, let me try this again. I mean, you have to think about it. This thing is capable of carrying a cicada that can weigh more than it does. It is a very, very powerful wasp.
Nice. You stupid.
I also have to
Sorry,
be very
but you're
delicate and very
stupid.
gentle. I don't want to damage the insect's wings in any way whatsoever. She's got all these little hairs on her, which makes her very slippery. That's where I'm struggling. I need to get it right.
So they don't swarm together. That's a good news, because if I see that swarming together with a group of them, oh my god, I'll be so freaked out. I think I'm allergic to it. I know I'm allergic to bee stings.
I got a good hold. We gotta go with it now. You guys in position?
Oh, dude, crazy,
Okay,
man.
Hands shaking.
Why are you doing this?
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be stung by the cicada killer. Oh my goodness, that stinger is long. Here we go. 1, 2,
Oh my goodness, you're crazy.
3.
Oh, it won't die with it. It's not. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I got away! Ah! Ooh! I lost it. Ah, it's the first time I've ever lost one. I must be rusty. Oh,
Was it gonna swell up?
it got me more than once, too. Woo! Ah, were you able to see that? Were you able to see
A
the
little
thing?
bit of it.
Come in tight right there. Woo! Long stinger. Oh yeah, it's throbbing.
He doesn't look like he's in that much of pain.
Okay. Really not that bad.
Yeah.
Really not that bad at all. It got me there and there.
It's not swelling either.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Second rush of pain,
Uh-oh.
Nowhere near a velvet ant or tarantula hawk. Nothing close to bullet ant or some of those larger wasps.
Oh, dude, you dude.
Wow, for such a long stinger. Very intimidating. Really not that painful. It got good stings. Oh yeah, skin is definitely tightening up.
I don't see it.
Common paper wasp.
Right there.
At the most. Not even on par with a honeybee. Not even on par with a honeybee. I can't believe it.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know.
First miss on the capsule. Well, it's certainly back in the wild at this point.
He was trying to use
without question the strongest insect I have ever worked with in one of these sting scenarios. Now here's my theory. For a spider wasp like the tarantula hawk to go up against something like a tarantula, that's an aggressive predator unto its own with big fangs. So
that's crazy.
Your sting and your venom has to be insanely potent. I don't feel any sense of paralysis in my arm. When it comes to a wasp like the cicada killer, when you're going against a cicada with
they're not going to do anything.
Parts, I can see why your sting doesn't need to be so potent. Now, a couple minutes have gone by, and if you come over here and you zoom in on my arm, Mario, you can see something funky's happening on my forearm. Look at that welt.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
I thought I only got stung twice, but I'm seeing swelling here and radiating out now into my forearm. Now I do feel burning after the fact, but nothing more than a common wasp sting. There is an initial jolt, sort of like an electrical shock, and I was anticipating the paralysis of the tarantula hawk, but that pain went and then it just kind of died off. Wow. Now what that leads me to conclude is that while this may be a very intimidating wasp that is going to be confused for the giant hornet, it is definitely not something we need to be afraid of. I would say that the sting is no more than a 2 on the insect sting pain index. And even 10-year-old coyote could have likely taken a sting from this creature and gone right on in the swamps catching turtles. Now when it comes to seeing one of these wasps this summer, if you come across it in your backyard, remember, this is not a creature that is out to get you. They want nothing to do with humans, and unless you're a cicada, you have absolutely nothing to fear. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Whew! That was a good one.
That dude's still crazy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. But it's good to know. Good to be educated.
The science of stings will always have a special place in my heart. And the painfully entertaining experiences we have caught on camera have brought to the spotlight a collection of creepy creatures that have never been so celebrated.
The bullet ant?
Giant hornets are not going to invade America. And hopefully this up-close look at the cicada killer, despite its menacing design and impressive size, has helped alleviate some of your concerns. In an absolute worst-case scenario, if you are stung, it's not nearly as bad as their appearance would lead you to believe. Remember, they kill cicadas, not humans. And if there's one thing I hope you walk away with, it's that these wasps are noticeably docile unless trifled with. Leave them alone and let them live. So that's it. One last sting. I'm headed back into retirement, where I plan to enjoy a long, relaxing career of making more animal adventure content. Although, there might be some pretty extreme stuff coming up. I didn't say anything about retiring from bites.
This dude, just like pain or something. Oh, dude.
Hey, Coyote Pack! If you love our bite and sting content and want to learn more, make sure to check out our best-selling book, The King of Sting, and be one of the first to pick up my newest memoir, The Beast of Bites. To catch your copies...
This dude, he's like cross between like Irwin and like the Turtle Man. Steve Irwin and the Turtle Man. See, the Turtle Man would do it. He's just the younger version of the Turtle Man, right? I love the Turtle Man. And Steve Irwin had, and yeah. Okay. Coyote Peterson, the only person who doesn't clickbait. Nice. Coyote, really not that painful. Literally everyone else, my arm is having falling off. Only, oh geez, remember that I am Coyote Peterson. I'm about to enter the sting zone. I don't know what that is. Can't blame Coyote for ending the stung by series. The fact that he ever did it was amazing, and the information he gave behind each one is just as good. Sad to know that it's most likely the last one, but so entertaining and insightful. Seemed like she didn't want to sting you immediately. I agree, they should have been killed off. I'm not surprised that he said it wasn't that bad. He'd been stung so many times. Oh, yeah. That's educational. I enjoy that stuff, you know? Entertaining. He's very entertaining. Cool. Yeah, I like that one. I don't know, I'm going to subscribe. Maybe, you know, in my recommendation, I'll probably have it. Might have to watch, like, some of his older ones.